Yes.
Mr. Caswell,
Yes.
Mrs. Maggart,
Yes.
Mr.
Aye.
Mr. Ridenhour,
Yes.
Mr. Sir.
Yes. All right, thank you. We'd now like to call to order the January 13th MSD of Steuben County Board of Trustees regular business meeting. First up, we have patron comments. We have no patrons tonight for that. So we'll go right into the approval of minutes. We've all received our minutes from the December 9th meeting and the December 10th executive session. Any further discussion regarding those minutes? If not, do we have a motion?
Make a motion, we approve the minutes.
I'll second that.
A vote, please.
Mr. Archibald,
Yes.
Mr. Beard,
Yes.
Mr. Caswell,
Yes.
Mrs. Maggart,
Yes.
Mr. Porter,
Aye.
Mr. Ridenhour,
Yes.
Mr. Surrey.
Yes. All right, motion carries. Next would be, excuse me, approval of claims. Are there any questions, comments regarding claims? Do we have a motion on claims?
Make a motion claims be paid.
And the vote, please.
Mr. Archibald,
Yes.
Mr. Beard,
Yes.
Mr. Caswell,
Yes.
Mrs. Maggart,
Yes.
Mr. Porter,
Aye.
Mr. Ridenhour,
Yes.
Mr. Surrey.
Yes. All right, thank you. Motion carries. Next up, we have personnel considerations. Dr. Wiedenhofer.
Board, before we go to our personnel, we do have an addition to our personnel report. I do ask that you approve Michael Kruger. He has applied for one of our positions for our custodial staff, so I ask for your permission to hire.
Do we have a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
The vote, please.
Mr. Archibald,
Yes.
Mr. Beard,
Yes.
Mr. Caswell,
Yes.
Mrs. Maggart,
Yes.
Mr. Porter,
Aye.
Mr. Ridenhour,
Yes.
Mr. Surrey.
Yes. Motion carries. Thank you.
Board, in your packet for this evening for your consideration, we do have the personnel report. We do have some resignations, appointments, and reassignments, and I ask that you approve those considerations as presented.
Do we have a motion?
We approve. I'll second that.
And the vote, please.
Mr. Archibald,
Yes.
Mr. Beard,
Yes.
Mr. Caswell,
Yes.
Mrs. Maggart,
Yes.
Mr.
Aye.
Mr. Ridenhour,
Yes.
Mr. Surrey.
Yes. Thank you. Motion carries.
Board, before proceeding, I do want to pause for a moment because in your personnel consideration, you do have one of our appointments that you voted in tonight. We do have a new food service director. The head lunch lady is here with us tonight. So it gives me a great privilege and honor to introduce her to you tonight. So she was gracious enough to spend the evening with us. So I'd like to introduce her to her and then maybe say a few words. Mr. Widener said it had to be a 15, 20-minute discussion. She was a little panicked a little bit, but we had to reassure her. So, Board, I'd like to introduce to you tonight Mrs. Kelly Poe, if you would mind standing. Perfect. And welcome her to MSD of Steuben County. So welcome. Is there anything that you'd like to say in accordance with that, since we put you on the spot?
Just really excited to be here, and thank you very much for the opportunity.
We are excited. She started on Monday for us. She's kind of walked into audit season, and she's like, wow. She keeps coming in with a smile on her face, so we were very fortunate to have her. Audits will get done quickly, but we appreciate her, so welcome aboard.
Next up would be the old business. First up, we have conflict of interest disclosure statements. Dr. Wiedenhofer.
Yeah, Board, in your packet, you do have, this is an annual requirement in which many potential conflicts of interest should be disclosed and reflected in the board minutes. Your approval simply acknowledges that the disclosure statements have been submitted and they will be kept on file. So we will ask that you vote that you acknowledge that you have a conflict of disclosure form in front of you. We've already kind of talked and went through a lot of those with you, so we just need you to take a vote put it in the record that you have it, and then submit those as you see fit.
Do we have a motion?
Make a motion, we acknowledge receiving it. I'll second that.
And the vote, please?
Mr. Archibald,
Yes.
Mr. Beard,
Yes.
Mr. Caswell,
Yes.
Mrs. Maggart,
I'll abstain.
Mr. Poor,
Aye.
Mr. Ridenhour,
Yes.
Mr. Surrey.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries 6-0. Next would be the 2028 and 2029 school calendar. Mr. Wagner.
I believe this is the last time you'll be hearing me discuss calendars for a while. I got new readers, so give me just a minute. A lot of changes happening over Christmas break, that's for sure. All right, so went back and looked at all our calendars, and we wanted to be consistent across the board. Start dates, fall breaks, winter breaks, spring breaks, things like that. And really then talking about graduation dates. So looking at this year and being consistent across the board all the way through 29-30, you will see that our start date, our fall breaks, our winter break, spring breaks, all align. Our graduation dates now will be 1 week after our students get done. That way they're not having so much time between their last day and then graduation, so they can get that done, get into their graduation parties, whether it's going into their work or getting ready for college or whatever it is that they're doing. We're making sure that we're ending their high school time efficiently, appropriately, so that they can start those new chapters in their life. So if there's any questions, I'm happy to answer. I will note that 26, 27, and 27, 28, that graduation date will be Memorial Day weekend. I did talk to the high school. They're completely okay with that, but it stays consistent with that week after they're done with their last day of classes and finals. Any questions about any of the calendars? And again, we're consistent with the schools that are in our area as far as start dates and end dates. And spring breaks.
As far as we know, we're not gonna have to change anything with athletics or anything when they go into, whenever we have graduation. we have to-
Not as of right now. Typically, baseball falls on that Memorial Day weekend. I talked to Mr. Davis. He did not think it was going to be a problem. We've worked around it with other schools in the past. I know Mark remembers this. So that one I don't think is going to be a problem. The big concerns come with state track. That would be the times that we'll have to look. And so as soon as the IHSA releases those calendar dates, we can go back and compare them to ours so that we have plenty of notification.
In those Memorial weekend graduations, is those on the Friday of?
They're the Friday.
Okay.
On who's in the sectional, that's usually consistent of schools that are off. They try to play Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Monday of the sectional time. So having it on that Friday is really the best date usually for sectional baseball.
Any other questions? Do we have a motion?
Make a motion, we approve the school calendars.
I'll second that.
And the vote, please?
Mr. Archibald,
Yes.
Mr. Beard,
Yes.
Mr. Caswell,
Yes.
Mrs. Maggart,
Yes.
Mr. Poor,
Aye.
Mr. Ridenhour,
Yes.
Mr. Surrey.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0. Thank you. Next, we have course retake and grade replacement policy 5129, the second reading. Dr. Relu.
Board, you have in your packet a recommendation for a new policy for course retake and grade replacement. There are no changes from when this was brought to you last month. This would allow students who earn a C+ or lower to be able to retake a course and have that changed to an R on their transcript and not factored into the GPA at the school level. So I'm asking your approval for that policy this evening.
Any questions, concerns? If not, do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second that.
And the vote, please.
Mr. Archibald,
Yes.
Mr. Beard,
Yes.
Mr. Caswell,
Yes.
Mrs. Maggart,
Yes.
Mr.
Aye.
Mr. Ridenhour,
Yes.
Mr. Sturdy.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries. Next up, we have the new business, acceptance of funds. Dr. Wiedenhofer.
Yes, Board, in your packet, you do have some donations that we have acquired through the last month. Those are Sigma Phi Gamma sorority. They donated funds. They'd like those funds to be used at our elementary schools and for our ACE Academy. Wagler and Associates, and then Salem Center Church all have made donations to us. I have assured those individuals that we will go ahead and deposit those funds in our MSD Foundation and then distribute those as needed. Those organizations have been quite wonderful to work with. We've been able to designate those funds, been able to use them at our discretion for what kids need or what teachers need. So we very much appreciate them working with us, and I ask the board that they accept those donations.
Do we have a motion?
I make a motion, we go ahead and accept the funds.
Second that?
And the vote, please.
Mr. Archibald,
Yes.
Mr. Beard,
Yes.
Mr. Caswell,
Yes.
Mrs. Maggart,
Yes.
Mr. Porter,
Aye.
Mr. Ridenhour,
Yes.
Mr. Sturdy.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries. Next, we have the NEISC Food Service Mentor Program. Mr. Wagner.
This is a mentorship program for our food service director, Ms. Poe. It's Northern Indiana Educational Service Center. So when Ms. Poe interviewed and she ended up being our choice, we wanted to put her in a very good spot to be successful. So Dr. Raylia and I and Dr. Wiedenhofer and I talked about, how could we do this? Athletic directors have mentorships, principals have mentors. Food service is a little different, right? It's kind of its own person here. So we wanted to make sure that we put her in a position to be successful. So I reached out to this organization. They work with school districts across Northeast and Northwest Indiana. We had a good meeting. Essentially, they told me what their programs would be. One of them is a one-time per week Zoom meeting with the food service director that also includes meetings in person throughout the course of that year. Sounded like a great opportunity. So we move forward with this. I ask you to approve this mentorship program. They were here yesterday, and I can tell you in talking to Ms. Dowd that the headway, the work that they made into that audit, they're the majority of the way done with it already. It's already paid for itself in that sense. Really working on best practices. They were able to get rid of a lot of old systems that we were using to get us in a position to use systems that are best for today's clientele. So we really do believe this is in the best interest to put Ms. Poe in a position to be successful as she moves into this, transitions into this role.
Any questions? Do we have a motion?
I make a motion, we go ahead with the mentorship.
I'll second that.
The vote, please.
Mr. Archibald,
Yes.
Beard,
Yes.
Mr. Caswell,
Yes.
Mrs. Maggart,
Yes.
Mr. Ridenhour,
Yes.
Mr. Sturdy.
Yes.
Motion passes. Thank you. Next would be our strategic planning proposal. Dr. Raylu.
Board, in your packet, you have a copy of the proposal from Encompassing Education. This is an organization of about 30 educators who do a lot of work in strategic planning as well as supporting schools and implementing their plans. We are due to update our district strategic plan. This process will be similar to what we've used in the past. We will work with them to create survey questions. They will come in and do focus group interviews with community, board, administrators, parents, students, thank you. And if I didn't say community members first, community members. They will also come in and do instructional walkthroughs. So they will bring in ELA and mathematics experts at the elementary and secondary level, and they will observe in our classrooms in addition to looking at the data that's on the state's Graduates Prepared to Succeed dashboard, kind of helping us drill in to what the data says, but also what they're seeing as they go into classrooms. Using the data from all of those sources, then they will work with us to craft the district plan, and from the district plan, they will work with each building to create the building plans. So those building strategic plans will then become the school improvement plans as they move forward. This proposal also includes ongoing support through all of next year, where they will come in 3 times to work and review district implementation of the plan, as well as meet with the elementary team and secondary team to review their plans and provide any support that's needed in terms of implementation. They're also including for us a half-day math virtual professional development session, just by choosing to move forward with them at this time of year. So we were excited to kind of have that extra bonus thrown in. You can see this is broken into 2 phases. The first phase will be completed in the spring semester. Phases 4 and 5 will take place August through the fall semester. So it'll be broken into 2 invoices and paid for out of our Title IIA professional development grant funds.
Thank you. Any questions, comments? Do we have a motion?
I make a motion that we go ahead and approve the strategic planning.
Second.
The vote, please.
Mr. Archibald,
Yes.
Mr. Beard,
Yes.
Mr. Caswell,
Yes.
Mrs. Maggart,
Yes.
Mr. Poor,
Aye.
Mr. Ridenhour,
Yes.
Mr. Steuben.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0. Thank you. Pleasant Lake Montessori SCCF grant. Dr. Ray Lou.
Board Sarah Clary has put in an initial request and has been approved to apply for a Steuben County Community Foundation grant. That grant will be for a partnership with Scouting America. They have worked collaboratively this past year and want to continue to do that over the next 2 years, spending lots of time at the camp itself where they are working on curriculum that's aligned and extends Montessori curriculum into the outdoors. So the grant is $25,000 over the course of 2 years, and you can see the breakdown of the budget for that. So we're asking your permission for her to complete the final application and receive those funds. You also have some screenshots of time they've spent at the camp this year. Just to see the awesome things that are happening.
Thank you. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion, we approve the Pleasant Lake Montessori grant.
I'll second.
The vote, please.
Mr. Archibald,
Yes.
Mr. Beard,
Yes.
Mr. Caswell,
Yes.
Mrs. Maggart,
Yes.
Mr. Poor,
Aye.
Mr. Ridenhour,
Yes.
Mr. Steuben.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Lastly, for new business, we have school-age child care grant. Dr. Ray Lou.
So, Board, the State Office of Early Childhood and Out-of-School Learning is releasing a grant tomorrow that we would like your permission to apply for and accept. This grant will award us up to $40,000 to help cover the costs of the summer program that the Early Learning Center provides to our school-age children. Because they are a Level 4 Paths to Quality program, that makes them eligible to apply, and we believe the only childcare site in the county that is eligible. So they'll be seeking that full amount. This will help them pay for materials for the program as well as the field trips and experiences that they do over the course of the summer. That is correct. We'll be awarded the money. It's reimbursement. So they'll say, yep, you have the funds, but we submit invoices, and then they send us the money for each invoice we submit.
Right, so it's, you're reimbursed after the fact.
Correct.
Any other questions? Do we have a motion?
Make a motion, we approve.
Second that?
And the vote, please.
Mr. Archibald,
Yes.
Mr. Beard,
Yes.
Mr. Caswell,
Yes.
Mrs. Maggart,
Yes.
Mr. Poor,
Aye.
Mr. Ridenhour,
Yes.
Mr. Sturry.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Future meetings, unless otherwise noted, all meetings will be conducted here in the McCutcheon Administration Boardroom at 6 PM. The next meeting will be February 17th, March 17th, and April 21st. Superintendent's report.
Yeah, Board, I hope everybody had a great Christmas. Happy New Year's. It is great to have you all back and to be able to have kids back into the building. So we're hoping everybody stays healthy for a little bit. First of all, I want to commend the high school ACE Academy teachers, paras, parents, and everybody. If you have seen earlier this week, we had our graduation results were released. And again, MSD got to lead the way in Steuben County, 97.79% graduation rate. We are thrilled. We build upon what our score was last year. It was the 97.3, so to be able to be elevated, we are certainly excited about it. But it's the countless effort of what teachers do every single day. It's our curriculum, it's our rigor, it's our dual credit classes, but it's really the hard-nosed, let's get after it, let's study hard and do well with that class. So the kids did a great job, and we commend them on a great rate. We were hoping for very similar this year with this year's upcoming class. So we'll see what those scores look like when we get down to May. Secondly, again, I just want to congratulate Mrs. Poe for being our lunch lady here. We are excited. You'll have to listen to lunch lady all the time. But we are excited to have you on board to go through, and we hope you've enjoyed seeing your staff in our building. So we look for some great things going on there. So with that, it's new to the month, so not a whole lot to report, Mr. President.
All right, thank you. Board member communication. I just thought it was great, graduation rate leading the way. I mean, it's pretty solid, and hopefully we can continue that. You get too high, then you start, oh, how are you gonna beat the next year? So, but no, that's great, and I commend all staff at all levels, AIs, or IAs, yeah. I didn't say A1, I'm talking about. So, no more communication? We're good. Do we have a motion to adjourn the regular meeting?
Motion we adjourn?
Second?
And the vote, please.
Mr. Archibald,
Yes.
Mr. Beard,
Yes.
Mr. Caswell,
Yes.
Mrs. Maggart,
Yes.
Mr. Poor,
Aye.
Mr. Ridenhour,
Yes.
Mr. Sturry.
Yes.
Right. Thank you, everyone. Regular meeting is adjourned. Anyone that would like to stay for the finance meeting next? So, call that.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
call to
we'll go right on to it. All right. I'd like to call to order the January 13th, 2026 MSD of Steuben County Board of Trustees, Board of Finance meeting. Dr. Wiedenhofer.
Board, this is our first finance meeting of the year, and as required per Indiana Code 5-13-7-6. This is a separate meeting, and it's usually immediately following our regular board meeting each January. Dr. Penrod and I will be leading the board through the following items. Before we move into our regular meeting with Dr. Penrod, we do have to do, per Indiana Code, the election of officers. Board members will need to appoint a president and secretary for the Board of Finance. I recommend that the current school board president and current school board secretary serve in those roles pursuant to board resolution.
Do we have a motion?
Make a motion as presented?
I'll second that.
And the vote, please.
Mr. Archibald,
Yes.
Mr. Beard,
Yes.
Mr. Caswell,
Yes.
Mrs. Maggart,
Yes.
Aye.
Mr. Ridenhour,
Yes.
Mr. Surrey.
Yes.
All right, motion carries.
And Mr. President, just for the board record, Mr. Corey Archbold will serve as president of the Board of Finance, and Rebecca Maggart will serve as the secretary of the Board of Finance.
Thank you. Next would be the annual investment report. Dr. Penrod.
Thank you, and good evening. So our annual investment report, required by the state, a lot of these things are going to be required by the state, and this is just the amount of interest that we have earned throughout the year in all of our accounts. And so some of those accounts have to stay segregated. So for instance, any kind of project funds in the 700 funds that you'll see on your fund report, those generate interest, those have to stay in that particular fund. The rest of this can go other places by resolution and by budget. So you'll see here our annual investment as far as interest earned at $807,000 for the 12 months of 2025. You want me to continue going down this slide since they're kind of in order, or do you want to stop and either? Okay. So we'll go right down the report, or right down the row here. The end of year revenue at $46,247,601.70. Our expenditures at $43,217,427.80. And again, that's all funds. That's not just one of the funds that we're looking at. That's everything we've seen on a fund report. And then ed to ops transfer, which is our transfer that's allowed by the state. We're allowed to do up to 15% of the education fund into the operations fund to cover expenses that used to be covered by the general fund that are no longer covered by the education fund. And so a lot of schools do that whole 15%. Here at MSD, it's 0%. So the education fund funds things for education, and the operations fund funds things for operations. So as we move down, we see the IRS recommended rate. The recommended rate this year is 72.5 cents. And a lot of times it's easier to do that as an IRS rate instead of setting a number to it. So if the IRS would happen to change the rate in the middle of the year, like they sometimes do, we wouldn't have to come back to the board and ask for a different rate. So this time that kind of wraps up that slide, but I'd be glad to answer any questions.
Does the interest earned, is that reflected in the year report?
Yes, correct. So any of that, any of that revenue shows up in that revenue report, including interest. Yep.
Any other questions? Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
And the vote, please.
Mr. Archibald,
Yes.
Mr. Beard,
Yes.
Mr. Caswell,
Yes.
Mrs. Maggart,
Yes.
Mr. Poor,
Aye.
Mr. Ridenhour,
Yes.
Mr. Surrey.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries. Let's see, Dr. Penrod, back to you.
We have our investment policy review. Investment policy review is Board Policy 3200. That was last modified in 2023. We've not modified it this year, but we do have to go over that every year just to make sure everybody's aware that we have that particular policy on the books. Again, be glad to answer any questions, though.
Do we have a motion?
Make a motion, we approve.
Second that?
And the vote, please.
Mr. Archibald,
Yes.
Mr. Beard,
Yes.
Mr. Caswell,
Yes.
Mrs. Maggart,
Yes.
Mr. Poor,
Aye.
Mr. Ridenhour,
Yes.
Mr. Surrey.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Next we have the expired warrants. These are checks that have been issued and are expired 2 years after December 31st of the date or of the year of issue. And so there's a number of different reasons these might be expired. It could be lost, could be a number of different things, but we've tried to contact those people that we issued those checks to. And if we did if they did contact us back, we would reissue the check. If they did not, they end up on this list. And so we've got 3 lists here. We've got one in the top left, which is one amount on it, which is an ECA fund. One in the bottom left is food service, and so we have none of those. And then our general ledger here for the right. And so, again, those are 2 years old, probably actually more than 2 years old. They expire 2 years after December 31st of the date of issue.
Do we have a motion?
Make a motion to approve as presented?
I'll second that.
And the vote, please.
Mr. Archibald,
Yes.
Mr. Beard,
Yes.
Mr. Caswell,
Yes.
Mrs. Maggart,
Yes.
Mr. Port,
Aye.
Mr. Ridenhour,
Yes.
Mr. Surrey.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries.
All right, next we have a financial condition report. The financial condition report is put together by the the Distress Unit Appeals Board, which is a state agency that was created a number of years ago to watch for governmental units who might be on the wrong path to becoming some sort of a distressed unit. So I'm going to step away so I can kind of point to what we're doing here. But when we look at this, again, this is from a website. So this is all data that you've seen before. It's just put in a different form presentation here. So we've got our ADM here for 24-25. The net assessed value at $2,009,940,000, and the estimated population of the district is 18,646. You can see the fall and spring here as far as the blue and green, and you can see the trend for ADM. As we move into demographics, we see the blue is free and reduced lunch, the orange is special education, and the English language learners population is delineated there in gray. On a fund balance, from a fund balance standpoint, these are kind of, as you can see, we got kind of all over the place on the 22 really high, 23, 24. That blue is coming down. That's capital funds. And so what we see with that is when we issue a bond, that capital fund goes pretty high. And then as it's spent, it'll obviously come back down. And so what we typically show on your board or on your fund reports in your board packet, the four funds to begin with are the Education Fund 101, the 200 debt service, 300 CP or operations, and the 610 rainy day. And you'll see those delineated here with the debt fund, education fund. Whoops, can you go back one, please? Yep. Sorry. The debt fund, education fund, the operation fund, and the rainy day fund. So you'll see those are kind of what you see on the fund report. Again, this is just a different set of data. The capital funds are going to be the debt fund, or the construction funds. So your 700 funds, and that's why again you see those pretty high. And state funds would be like like some sort of a grant maybe from the state. Federal funds you'll see down here for like title funds, Title 1, 2, 3, 4, and federal stimulus funds. Most recently would have been COVID. Prior to that would have been the stimulus funds from the late 2000s, early 2010s. Next, we've got the annual deficit surplus, and so we've got revenue in green, expenditures in blue, and the deficit surplus in yellow, and then the fund balance. And so the line here is the fund balance, and this is going to take into account all of the funds. And so you'll see in 22, revenue is pretty high. Okay, so again, we sold pretty large bonds in 22, so that's going to be accounted for in that green bar. Revenue dipped a little bit in 23. The bond issue was not nearly the same. You'll see as you look back that like the education fund and the operations fund both increased in revenue, but overall we're going to decrease because that bond fund wasn't the same amount in 23. Same thing in 24. 24 may have been a little higher, but it still wasn't going to be up to 23 or 22 bond issue. And again, the education fund went up a little bit, and the operations fund was allowed to grow at that 4% increase, I believe, on the MLGQ. And so you'll see fund balances, though, are still in the same ballpark with 22, 23, 24. We expect that to be in 25 as well. And then on the deficit surplus, that's just the difference between the two. So if you could take this little yellow piece and put it on top of the blue, you'd end up with the same amount as the expenditure. So the deficit, or the deficit surplus is going to be the difference between the expenditures and revenue. So then we go to fund balance as a percentage, as an expenditure, and expenditures, excuse me. And so here we've got, which would be just a cash balance. And so if our budget is X and we have a number as cash, the number as cash is a percentage of the X fund balance. And so here in this case, we've got 42.4% of the funds that we have. Again, that's all bond funds, that's federal funds and everything else. That's not just one fund. So of all the funds we have, 42.4% or the cash balance makes up 42.4% of all the expenditures that we do. So again, that's a pretty good indicator, or a pretty good data point to look at. Think of it like this: if for some reason the state stopped paying us every year or every month to educate students, or if the county didn't pay us on time for property tax, which doesn't happen, but if they did, we'd have 42.4% of our budget in cash that we could manage that shortfall for a couple months, or in this case, a number of months before we'd be in real trouble as far as needing money like that. So that's a very good indicator of the health of the corporation. As we get into revenue by type, you'll see debt funds, or debt revenue here is, again, like the bond funds that hit our bank, so a GO fund or a lease rental fund. Federal stimulus money is that purple, and so we see that in the COVID years here. Federal revenue would be the title, again, the title work. State revenue is by far the largest, and that's going to be the education fund. And then we've got property tax here, local tax revenue is the pink. There is no operating revenue, and down here we see there is no operating referendum revenue as well. And this just lists the site for more information. If you search the Distress Unit Appeals Board, or DUAB, you can find all of this on their dashboard as well. All right, so extracurricular, or any questions there? Sorry, before we go on. Yeah.
Do we have a motion?
I make a motion that we go with the revenue report.
Second that?
And the vote, please.
Mr. Archibald,
Yes.
Mr. Beard,
Yes.
Mr. Caswell,
Yes.
Mrs. Maggart,
Yes.
Mr.
Aye.
Mr. Ridenhour,
Yes.
Mr. Sturry.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0. Thank you. Dr. Penrod?
Okay, next one, curricular accounts, and so our extracurricular accounts have to report every semester, and so we'll see that at the end of the year, and then we'll see it again in June at the July meeting. And it's similar to a Form 9. If you look at the Form 9 for the corporation, it kind of reports everything that happened in that last 6 months. And this is going to be a similar report, much more scaled down, just because they don't deal with the same amount of transactions, revenue, et cetera. But same type of thing. This is a 6-month report that's going to show everything that happened in the ECA funds. And we've got the balance there at $253,297.88 at the end of December 31, 2025.
Any questions? Do we have a motion?
I make,
I'll second.
And the vote, please.
Mr. Archibald,
Yes.
Mr. Beard,
Yes.
Mr. Caswell,
Yes.
Mrs. Maggart,
Yes.
Mr. Poor,
Aye.
Mr. Ridenhour,
yes.
Mr. Sturry.
Yes.
Motion carries. And Dr. Penrod?
Next, we have the consideration of recommendation of a depository. We've had a number of years here with the longstanding relationship, and so we would recommend that we stay with First Federal Savings Bank and Farmers State Bank for 2026 as well.
Do we have a motion?
Make a motion, we approve.
I'll second that.
And the vote, please.
Mr. Archibald,
Yes.
Mr. Beard,
Yes.
Mr. Caswell,
Yes.
Mrs. Maggart,
Yes.
Mr. Poor,
Aye.
Mr. Ridenhour,
Yes.
Mr. Sturry.
Yes. Thank you. Motion carries. And lastly,
All right, and finally, we've got the teacher compensation and funding floor, and so I'll step back here again. So we've got two different things we're looking at here. The first, and both of these are in state code. So if you remember number of years ago, they started to, they made a law that schools had to put 45% of their revenue toward teacher salaries, but we did not count benefits. And so the next year, I think it was, the state legislature came back, said you can count benefits, but now you're going into the 62% instead of the 45%. So at this point in time, for this fiscal year 25, state tuition support at just over $19.5 million. MSD Steuben spent just over $13.5 million, and so we're at 68.98% of the revenue being spent on teacher compensation. So that's very good, obviously very commendable as far as that goes. Not only are we meeting the 62%, but then exceeding it, we're almost at 70% here with teacher salary and benefits. And then on the funding floor is a concept that says you can't spend less the following year than you did that year on teacher salaries. And so there's a calculation here. The only exception would be if you get less money. So if we get 19 million one year and get 18.5 million the next year, we can then not spend more because we're losing revenue. In this case, however, we did 19.283 million in the ed fund in fiscal year 24. That same 19.577 million in fiscal year 25. So then full-time teacher salaries in 24, and this is salaries only, at 8,675,592.26. The funding floor, when you add the line 3 plus line 6, and then that's greater than line 1, our funding floor amount has to be 8,675,592.26. And then the full-time teacher salaries for fiscal year 25 was 9,472,602.31. So almost $800,000 more than the funding floor. And so that's, again, that's a testament to the administration board and the Teachers Association for negotiating good, fair contracts as far as what the Teachers Association, what the teachers get for compensation.
Thank you. Do we have a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
A second.
And the vote, please.
Mr. Archibald?
Yes.
Mr. Beard?
Yes.
Mr. Caswell?
Yes.
Mrs. Maggart?
Yes.
Mr. Poor?
Aye.
Mr. Ridenhour?
Yes.
Mr. Surrey?
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you very much. Oh, I'd like to have a motion to adjourn the finance meeting.
Make a motion to adjourn?
I'll second that.
And the vote, please.
Mr. Archibald?
Yes.
Mr. Beard?
Yes.
Mr. Caswell?
Yes.
Mrs. Maggart?
Yes.
Mr. Poor?
Nay, I'd like to see it going all night.
Mr. Ridenhour?
Yes.
Mr. Surrey?
Yes.
Motion carries, barely.